Inter Miami went to the White House to celebrate their title. Their 3-2, or I'm sorry, their 4-2 comeback win over Orlando. Now that was entertainment. That was an amazing watch. That was Lionel Messi at 38 years of age taking a game over. There are moments in that game where there was that one sequence where he basically got clotheslined around the top of the 18, knocked to the ground, gets up, finds the ball, and then just hits an absolute spectacular goal into the far corner. Just amazing. You do not want to get the GOAT upset. Do not poke the GOAT, because the GOAT, as Pep Guardiola once said, is the most competitive soccer player on the planet. Speaking of Inter Miami, they're kind of lifting the bar, as we all know, in Major League Soccer in a way that, I think is actually, in my opinion, is good for the league. I know a lot of you out there don't think it's good for the league because you think they get favorites and favoritism. And I think we felt that with the penalty calls on LAFC's son as well. But they are lifting the bar. There is no doubt about that. So, question to you out there, 713-780-3776. Would you prefer that Inter Miami wasn't spending this money, wasn't trying to be bigger, wasn't trying to build, and is about to get a new stadium done? And by the way, it's going to be called NU, N-U. That is the company that's going to be, the stadium's going to be named after. So that's a big one. New stadium, Miami Freedom Park, right by the airport. When you land in Miami, you see it. But after what happened with Son, are you concerned that there's a different standard for the star player in Major League Soccer? Would you prefer the league doesn't have the stars? And by the way, if you want star treatment and you want to get that extra treatment, you can pay for it. We had a shot to pay for that with James Rodriguez, who would have really been something special here for 5 months going up to the World Cup, because he was the Golden Boot winner 2014. I think it was 2014. Scored the most goals. He's World Cup history player. You could have had him here. You would have been putting more people in this stadium. You would have had a real buzz in the Colombian community here. You would have had more Colombian flags waving at the stadium. You could have combined with the Houston World Cup Committee and done all kinds of promotional things with him, being a legend of the game. Would have been something interesting. 713-780-3776 is the number to call tonight. 713-780-3776, again, is the number to call in here tonight. All right? 713-780-3776. All right, so Freedom Park is going to be called New Stadium. It's a digital financial services company. It's set to open April 4th. We're going to call it the house that Messi built in 2026. It's going to have 26,700 seats. 26,700 seats. Now, when we saw Son at the game against the Dynamo, the hope here is that the Koreans that come out to see Son, and many of them are Premier League fans as well, but they're coming to see him. And you're hoping that at that night you can convert them over to Houston Dynamo and Major League Soccer fans. That's what you hope. There were a lot of flags there. There were quite a few South Korean fans in the stands and in the stadium. But fans also come for individuals. So you either got to build your own up or you go out and buy star quality. I think not signing and bringing James Rodriguez here could be a large missed opportunity. I think it was a large missed opportunity. All right, speaking of star players, Timo Werner. Some will say he's not a star to you, but he's Red Bull Leipzig, a German national team player. Actually has scored quite a few goals for Germany. He did not do much training with San Jose, comes in, and guess what? He debuts for San Jose. They get a 2-0 win over Atlanta United. 61st minute, he comes on as a sub. He sets up Useni Buda for the second goal. Came from RB Leipzig only a couple of days early. Was pretty lively, pace, making runs. Former Chelsea player, as you know, and making things happen.